Welcome back to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show, a paid program on AM800. Here's your host and broker-owner of the largest real estate team in Windsor, Essex, Dan Gemus.
Welcome back to the show. It's time for our featured business of the week, a segment that gives the Dan Gemus Real Estate team an opportunity to feature other Windsor and Essex County businesses. It's brought to you by Duby's Home Center, located at 269 Ramsey Street in Amherstburg. Duby's is Windsor and Essex County's flooring, paint, and window covering store, open 7 days a week. Visit dubys.ca or call 519-736-4021 to book your home consultation today, or stop by the store to view flooring and window covering samples or pick up paint for your next project. So in studio today with us is Towsley Construction and Brian and Jason Towsley. How are you guys?
Not bad.
Doing well.
Good morning.
Happy to have you with us. And Brian is the owner and president, and Jason is the operations manager. So who runs the place?
I guess
mom?
Jason does.
Yeah, your mom.
I love it. Behind every successful man is a good woman.
If we're being honest, I mean, we can both argue, but that's definitely the answer.
That's the answer. Oh, that's the good answer too. Is she listening this morning? She must be. Yeah.
She's always listening.
Always listening. There you go. So tell us about Towsley. How did it get started? When did it get started?
It was back in June of 1983. Actually, I was working in, employed by RC Proofer at one point, another contracting firm. Things slowed down, and I moved up to Sarnia to work for a company in Sarnia, and worked there for a couple of years. And then we tried to move up to the Sarnia area, and my wife was thinking she loved Windsor more. So I ended up coming back to Windsor and started a construction company, and we've been doing this for over 30 years, and it's been a fantastic ride.
Fantastic. What kind of projects do you guys handle?
We do, right now, currently, we're doing mostly additions and renovations, a lot of house makeovers. We'll do...
Move that bus.
Yes, exactly.
No, they're basically, when's it done?
Yeah,
when's it done?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of additions and kitchen renovations, opening up the back end of houses, trying to connect the back end of the house to the rear yard, and all the new landscaping that people are doing. It's a great connection,
Do you guys have a large team that you work with?
Actually, we have 7 office staff, and we have 7 in the field. And I always say that we probably have about 60 sub-trades working with us.
Yeah.
And it's a great team and a great group of people. And a lot of the trades that work with us are like part of Towsley Construction. They're a great team.
Do you see? I guess you would see some issues. What are the biggest challenges you're seeing right now? Because the market is insane. I'm sure you're feeling it, right?
Finding qualified and competent people. We have a lot of great staff. We have a lot of great subcontractors. We have a lot of great owners to work with that are very understanding and patient, and it's fun to renovate.
Yeah.
But I think right now what we're finding is a lot of our trades, the depth of the organization from the last recession, a lot of them actually are very happy just to have 1 or 2 man operations, and trying to expand their companies has been very difficult.
No kidding.
You have to have more trades working with you rather than giving more work to one or two trades. And it's servicing is a big thing, and we have to be there, and quality, trying to do quality work at all times, and getting business that is rapidly getting thrown at you from time to time, and it's exciting.
Now, Jason, from your role as the operations manager, what is your day-to-day?
Just trying to really improve on the efficiencies, because when things are on an uprise, a lot of times people are almost taking advantage of that situation. And the beautiful part about I guess when I came in is that things are starting to really pick up, as you've probably seen.
Yeah.
And so what I'm able to do is take all those things that are falling through the cracks and really just make sure that they stick together. That way, just because we're doing, let's say, 60 jobs versus 30 jobs, that customer shouldn't really see the difference in that
They
experience.
shouldn't feel it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And I I'm hoping that the people that are really the difference makers that's gonna be that difference, I think, moving forward.
Do you ever get called into a home where someone's had a bad experience?
We get that all the time.
I can imagine.
And a lot of
Because
times,
we see a lot of them.
yeah, and a lot of times just by servicing people and taking care of them and letting really, once you service people and they find that they can trust you and they know that you're speaking the truth and just by showing up on time and delivering things on time is very important. And
Communication. It's all
yeah,
about communication.
Communication
It's
actually
almost our
is a good
secondary
point.
market, even.
Yeah.
Is the people from 5 to 8 years ago when things went on the downturn, they're now coming back because what they tried to do was supposed to last them 15 to 20 years, but it lasted them 5 to 8 years because
Yeah.
it wasn't done right. So now we're coming back and around. We have these people that are now coming back, and they're saying we want it done right now. And I'm glad we're in a situation where it can be done right. You don't want it to happen in the first place, but at least we do have that opportunity where people are starting to now reinvest in the city. It's exciting.
Are there specific, you mentioned, renovations, additions. Is there anything you're seeing a lot of right now? Are people doing a lot of certain things?
A lot of people are renewing their kitchens and opening up. Like I said, they're opening up their houses to create bigger great room areas.
Yep.
The decorating is getting to be big, bigger and bigger. Larger bedrooms, en suites. Again, the connection to the back of a house, like opening up the kitchen to the back end of a house and then opening up window space and connecting the backyard to the kitchen and the dinette.
So is there anything you don't do?
Well, actually, I would say that wherever we can get a chance to do any type of building or renovation, we're going to, if the client's looking for us, we'll do it.
You'll do it.
Yes.
Great. Including new construction?
Yes. We've built in the last several years several new houses, design build them. And also we've built a couple of commercial new offices and office buildings. We've done various church restorations, like actually in the Wallaceburg area. We went up and did a exterior and interior church restoration. So,
Nice.
yes, and then we've also worked for the city in the past. Mackenzie Hall, doing some structural improvements at Mackenzie Hall.
Okay.
And actually doing maintenance work over at Huron Lodge. We've done that too.
Interesting. Do you find, obviously, a big part of renovations is pulling permits? And I know in our business, when selling real estate, oftentimes people just don't pull them. They forget to pull them. They didn't know they had to pull a permit for whatever work. And it comes back to bite them later on during closing. Are there any issues? And obviously, as a contractor, you're going to take care of pulling permits, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
For a client.
If we're designing and building, we're also taking out the permits in 99% of the cases. If we're finishing the job, then we'll take out the permit.
Okay.
And the city actually has done, we look at them as part of our team too.
Sure.
They work very well with us.
Yep. Towsley's won quite a few awards. Tell us about some of those.
Over the years, we've won various kitchen renovations. There's different sizes of renovations, like complete makeovers, where they're $100,000 to $200,000 awards. Renovations, I'm sorry.
Sure.
And some of the smaller renovations, maybe up to $100,000. And over the years, we've won, I think, 10 or 12. That would be with the Home Builders Association awards.
So if somebody was to take something away today from hearing you on the featured business segment, what should it be? What sets you guys apart from everybody else out there that's doing renovations? Because there's a lot of people. Jason, want to answer that one?
Quality.
Quality. Okay.
That's you had talked about taking out a permit and all of those other things that come with the I guess the project or whatever it might be. And it's that extra 5 minutes, that extra step that we always do. that's something that is made me, giving me the opportunity to come into a business that my father's started 30 plus years ago, and feel confident knowing that I'm coming into a quality product of a company. So that across the board, everything that we do is quality, and and people are willing to pay for that. They always will be.
That's huge, and you're absolutely right. They absolutely will. So tell us, if somebody wants to get a hold of Towsley, where do they find you? How can they get a hold of you?
We have our website, so towsleyconstruction.com, as well as just giving us a call, 509-737-7260.
You're on Facebook, I'm sure?
Yep. Absolutely. Cool. All the social medias I'm helping out to bring us up
Look
to
at that.
Modern age.
That's the new age.
See, Brian, don't have to worry about that. Okay, listen, thank you both for coming in. We're super excited to have you on. And listen, if anybody needs any help with renovations, if you've got any projects coming up, give Towsley a call. Again, 519-737-7260, and they'd be happy to help. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
for
very much.
having us.
Lots more to come right after this on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.